you a couple of little slides of the vocal cords themselves. The first diagram I'm going to show you as far as vocal anatomy is sort of a cross-section of your mouth. Now you can see the tongue is actually pretty big. We can only see a small part of it when we stick it out, and it goes way down into our throats. When you swallow, what happens is your tongue seals off your mouth by pressing up against your palate, which is the roof of your mouth. And then it forces all the contents of your mouth down your throat. Once you put your hand on your throat and swallow, and you'll be able to feel all those muscles sort of moving in unison. Now down in your throat where you're feeling, there's actually two tubes. The one in the back that you can't really feel goes to your stomach and is called the esophagus. And the one in front, which is the one you can feel, goes to your lungs, and that's your trachea. To keep food and saliva from going into your lungs, there's this flap of cartilage called the epiglottis, and that covers up your air passage as you swallow. When you breathe in and out, the epiglottis moves up and out of the way. The next diagram shows the cartilage in your throat. On the left side is a front angle view, and on the right is a side cross-section so that you can see inside where your vocal cord is. The hard stuff that comprises your ears and nose are made of cartilage too. It's softer, more flexible than bone, but it's still pretty rigid. So this area in your throat that we're looking at that's made of cartilage is called your voice box or your larynx. If you squeeze your throat with your fingers, starting under your jaw and moving down towards your collarbones, you're going to feel all kinds of lumps and bumps and ridges in the cartilage. And that's because your larynx actually has several different pieces. You have all sorts of muscles and ligaments in that area that move these pieces of cartilage around. If you put your fingers on your throat and swallow, you'll feel everything kind of move. It's a really complex process, and you don't even think about it usually. What we're going to do is look at ways that we can get that muscle to be more under our control. The thyroid cartilage, if you'll look on the chart, is the biggest piece, and that's the one that sticks out the most, and it's usually known by its common name, the Adam's apple. When you get a trachea shave to reduce the size of your Adam's apple, that's what the surgeon is cutting away. Now the trick is your vocal cords are right behind there, so they have to be really careful not to damage those or do anything that's going to change your vocal cords, because that'll totally change the way your voice sounds. The last thing we're going to look at is a cross-section from inside your mouth looking down your throat at your larynx, and this actually shows the vocal cords themselves. On the left there's a diagram, and on the right is a photo from the same angle. If you can see down at the bottom is the tongue and the epiglottis, and directly above them are your actual vocal cords. And there are these two identical sort of grayish muscles that stretch across your air passage, and they vibrate when air moves through your trachea. And you can actually see in the diagram that there's a little space where the air is coming through. These muscles can completely close together and seal off your air passage due to these vestibular folds that connect the vocal cords to the walls of your larynx. Most of the sounds that you can make are caused by using these muscles to change the shape of your larynx and to increase or decrease the tension of your vocal cords.